What do I think about Trump calling himself daddy? It's a typical cult leader thing to do. I wonder if I wrote some book about that. I did. Look at this. In my chapter on distinguishable vernacular, familial language, we're not just a group, we're family. Cults love to blur the lines between community and family, tossing around words like brother and sister and elevating leaders to mother or father. Jim Jones had his followers call him father or dad if extra devoted. So did the leader of the Children of God, which I wrote this book about growing up in and then going into the cult of the U.S. Army, where we sometimes refer to the commander and the XO as mommy and daddy, regardless of what genders they are. You can get signed copies attached here or listen to me read it to you on Spotify Premium. My mom sometimes still calls the Children of God leader dad, and it creeps me out every time. Plus, I get confused if she's talking about my actual dad. But, that's just she's not doing it on purpose. That's just the branding. Which reinforced his role as patriarch, protector, and the one they owed absolute obedience to. Charles Manson did the same, branding his group the Manson family to establish unquestioned authority. The word family has been normalized in many ways. Yoga studios, sports teams, pop fandoms, even Olive Gardens. When you're here, you're family. All use it to evoke belonging. Marginalized people often talk about their communities as found family. It's a powerful word with positive connotations. Safety, belonging, unconditional love, which makes it that much more tragic when it's weaponized to control and oppress. When a group starts feeling more like family than your actual family, leaving it stops being an option and starts feeling like betrayal. The more you see your fellow members as siblings and your leader as a parental figure, the easier it is to prioritize their needs, their mission, and their rules over your own. Slowly, your world shrinks. You cancel plans with old friends, avoid conversations that might invite criticism, and before you know it, the only voices left are the ones telling you to stay exactly where you are. For the Children of God, this wasn't metaphorical, it was literal. They renamed themselves the family. We were raised to see cult members as real siblings and our leader as grandpa, dad to the cult joiners, grandpa to the children. Biological families didn't matter. Parents were reassigned, couples repartnered, large families split apart, all to serve the cult's need. That belief kept us trapped, preventing us from reaching out to anyone who might have shown us the truth. When your concept of family is designed to control you, imagining life beyond it feels impossible. Cult deprogrammer Ted Patrick describes this manipulation in Let Our Children Go, explaining how cult leaders twist the meaning of love. Speaking of his own experience as a member of the that's not correct. They would do anything for you. It's a con. Cults flip love into hate, loyalty into blind obedience, and genuine relationships into ones designed to control. Companies too love to say we're a family, usually right before guilt-tripping employees into unpaid overtime. We're not just coworkers, we're family. Sounds nice, but it often means one thing: exploitation. Blur the line between genuine care and coercion, so employees feel like they owe more than just their labor. After all, you wouldn't let your family down, would you? Amazon's take on the workplace family is just as intense, but with an extra dose of corporate survivalism. Jeff Bezos built a company where employees aren't just expected to be dedicated, they're expected to be obsessed. In a 1998 letter to shareholders, he claimed that he tells employees to wake up every morning terrified of their customers. He has said publicly that he believes work-life balance is a debilitating phrase, but he doesn't get to the office before 10 a.m. Long hours, high-stakes performance tracking, and a culture that treats setting boundaries as weakness have created an environment where burnout isn't just common, it's expected. As Tesla, Elon Musk frames the job as a mission requiring insane hours and unwavering loyalty, where employees routinely work 60 to 80 hours a week with little job security. Musk urges his employees to go super hardcore or ultra hardcore, parroting the hypermasculinity so common in the tech world. At Chick-fil-A, where Daniela worked just after being thrown out of the cult, the family rhetoric comes wrapped in faith and a side of moral obligation. Employees are expected to embody the company's Christian values. At Chick-fil-A, being a team player isn't just doing your job well, it's proving you align with the company's belief system. I know firsthand. My first job after the cult was at Chick-fil-A, and it took forever to stop saying, "My pleasure." In the article, Don't Tell Your Employees Their Family, Will Yakowitz makes a simple but important point. Calling a company family is a terrible idea. It sets up unrealistic expectations and blurs boundaries in ways that almost always benefit the company, not the employees. A business works best as a team, where everyone knows their role, expectations are clear, and performance is measured objectively. Unlike a family, a company isn't built on unconditional love. It's built on results. And results mean tough calls, like letting people go if they're not meeting expectations. That's not how families work. The next time a company tells you we're all in this together, it's worth asking who actually benefits from that. Because if history has taught us anything, the beneficiary is probably not you. Real love doesn't demand proof of loyalty. Anytime a high demand group starts using family language, it's a giant red flag. They want your time, your loyalty, your energy, without earning it. And once you start seeing through that, you realize their version of family keeps you stuck, working harder and questioning less. And finally, this one very significant parallel between parts of America and what was going on in 1940s Germany, which is that many, many, many American millennials and older lost their parents to religious extremism in this country and absolute authoritarian parenting, thanks to James Dobson and Bill Gothard and a bunch of other horrible, horrible, horrible men. And so many of us have come out of religious extremism and cults. Many of us have left and deconstructed, but a few of our siblings haven't. And they're the ones voting for this. Because family means control. You can get pre-orders of Culting of America attached here, or signed copies of Uncultured pinned.